Hey everyone, welcome back to the Figure Bit channel. I'm going to do a comparison now between all three versions of the Armoured Batman from Dawn of Justice by Hot Toys. We have the first version released here on the left, that's the one I still own. Then we have the one in the center, which is the black chrome version. This is the Sideshow exclusive, as you can see from the sticker up there. And then we have the Armoured Batman Battle Damage version. That's also a Sideshow exclusive version. So, take a quick look at the boxes. I'm going to say that I think I prefer the one in the middle, the black chrome version box. It's got a bit more of a high-end feel to it, but all three boxes are very cool looking. No complaints there. And as suspected, that looks absolutely epic. We have three very different looking versions of the same thing here, and this version would be Batman waiting for Superman to arrive so that they can have their fight. Clean version. Then we have the black chrome version, which some people say that it looks more accurate to how he appeared at night in the rain. I wouldn't agree with that. I never really have. I like the way it looks though. I do like the black mixed with the kind of dark grey of the suit underneath, but I've never really been tempted by this piece, as awesome as it is, because I just don't really remember any scene in the film where he looked like that. It is possible to, with either one of these versions on the side here, make it look exactly how it appeared in the movie. I've done the photography myself and added the rain effects and made it look wet, and I really believe that the clean version here and the battle damage version are perfect representations of what we saw on screen. All three of these are some of Hot Toys' best work. Let me just pan up slowly, check out the details on each one. This is the clean version, the one I have at home. Well, I say clean, but you can see quite a few scrapes and scuffs on the armor already. Just beautiful work. A fine tribute to Frank Miller's Batman. And now we do the same thing with the black chrome version. See, now, as cool as that looks right there, I just don't remember any moment in the movie where that looked like that. Again, it's super cool looking, and if I had a bit more space and a bit more cash, I would be tempted to add this to my collection, because there's no denying this right here. It's one of Hot Toys' best Batman figures. There's no doubt about it. It's a beautiful piece. Coming up to the head, and that looks absolutely badass and terrifying. Let's go ahead and zoom in a bit more. Take a look at those details. That is incredible looking. That damage on his shoulder. Yeah, it's definitely a truly awesome spectacle to behold. Now we'll pan up on the battle damage version slowly so we can take in all those details. Now, the gold sections on the battle damage version are more vibrant, more gold than they appear on the first version they released. I do remember noticing that when I got my version of this figure. And you can see a more prominent gold on the belt as well. And now we come to the battle damage sections. Chest and the shoulder. And obviously the helmet. You can see the Ben Affleck likeness is incredibly strong on this. And that just looks so real. You notice the stubble, how real that looks. Even the lines on his bottom lip there, and the light in the eyeball, just bringing him to life. Now, if you remember when I reviewed this on my channel, I mentioned how it was frustrating how those two little sections of the broken mask there, if they just met, then you could have had interchangeable mouth plates, but because those two bits don't meet and you get the continuation of the skin just up to the eye, or and continuation of the face, should I say. But that would have allowed you to have more aggressive mouth plates, and it would have taken this figure to a slightly higher level. But they went for movie accuracy, and that's just the way things worked out. But it's a shame you can't have interchangeable mouth plates on the battle damage version, but you can on the other two. And just taking a close-up look at the black chrome version, there's something more kind of should I say bat-like about the black version. It's just slightly bit more creepy to look at, I find. I do really like it. The more I look at it, the more I want it, but I'm trying not to make that, I'm trying not to go there. Got enough Ben Affleck in the collection as it is. And then another little close-up look at the clean version. Again, fine work here. I actually had to get just a regular mouth plate with a closed mouth from 16kit.com. It's a custom mouth plate, and it allowed me to, when I turn the head up and I want him looking like he did when he was waiting for Superman to arrive, thanks to that custom mouth plate from 16kit, I was able to get that movie accurate look. Now we've got the battle damage version in the center, and that has obviously battle damage on the cape. We've got some rips and tears, so that would be the most impressive cape out of the three. We've also got a fair bit of mud splash kind of spraying up the cape as well, whereas the other two frayed at the ends but pretty much clean. So battle damage cape, very impressive. All three are though, great capes, really nice material used, great texture, great look. So folks, to wrap it up, I'm having a real tough time trying to decide between these three which one to tell you, is the best. I think they're all pretty damn equally awesome. The articulation was improved on the battle damage version over the original here, but then I did decide to settle on this guy for my representation of this look on my shelf. I went for the clean. I just feel that if you walked into a DC museum or a Warner Brothers museum and they had this life-size armor, it would probably look more like this. So that's the one I went for. Everyone's got their own taste, opinions. You can go ahead and let me know in the comment section which one you think is the best and why. But honestly, I really am having a tough time with that. I think they're all pretty much equally awesome. I do love the idea of the black chrome version. Never really came onto my radar because I just don't think he ever looked like that in the film. I think these two represent that perfectly, whereas this is like a cool kind of, what if the major armor sections were black? And now we know, and it looks absolutely awesome. And yeah, I don't know, I guess articulation does have to come into it, so his articulation is better than his articulation, but that's never been a problem with this one for me. I mean, yeah, it's harder to do it, but I've always been able to get him in the poses that I want to put him in. So the clean version for me. What version for you? Let me know in the comments. I hope you've enjoyed this video, folks. If you did, drop a like on it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell icon next to the subscription button. That way you'll get notifications every time we drop a video just like this. And make sure you are following us on Instagram. And don't forget, these figures are for sale on our store at www.thefigurebit.com, where we buy and trade figures with collectors in the UK. So check us out. Take it easy. Bye.